Hi, how are you all doing today, my little challengers? I have a special challenge that I am throwing out to you all today, and is going to be a chewing challenge. This month is all about raising your awareness and your mindfulness about the foods that you are deciding to consume. Slowing down, we've been talking a lot about over this last week, and becoming more mindful about eating. So, it's a fun little chewing experiment. Before I tell you what the little chewing experiment is going to entail, I just wanted to give you, again, a little bit of science back behind our digestive tract and why it is so important to begin to chew our food. I told you a few days ago that digestion begins in the brain. So many times we think, oh, it's, once we put it in our mouth, or sometimes we think digestion even happens once the food enters our stomach. But really, it's our thoughts around the food. And part of thinking about the food is to activate the salivary glands in the mouth in order to start preparing then to eat our foods. So I'm hoping you all are starting to think about and making a conscious choice about some of the foods that you are deciding to eat. And thinking about, how is this food serving my body? So we go from the cephalic phase into the ingestion, where we're actually putting the food into our mouth, into the mechanical processing phase. During this mechanical processing, it is when you're chewing and grinding and blending the food in your mouth. And as you are doing that, you are actually broadening and widening the surface area of the food. By broadening the surface area of the food, you are allowing more of the juices, these salivary glands, these yummy enzymes, to become absorbed into the food. Now, what the salivary gland is producing in your mouth is called amylase. Amylase is an enzyme that will start breaking down carbohydrates. So carbohydrate breakdown begins in the mouth. So it's so important to be chewing your food well so that you can get this amylase enzyme into your food before you swallow and it goes down the hatch. Now, with our whole digestive process, it can be extremely stressful on the body. So we want to do whatever it takes to help lessen the stress load on the digestive tract. So by going through this mechanical processing of chewing food in your mouth effectively, you are lessening the stress on what your stomach has to do to break it down further. And then as it travels into the small intestines, as the nutrients get absorbed into the body, you're helping that go along well. So just this whole little process of chewing well and thinking about what it is you're eating helps and serves your body in huge ways. So you might also be thinking, well, geez, Sherry, I tend to be dry in my mouth. I'm not producing a lot of saliva. If this is your case, or you know somebody who struggles in this area, because that saliva output is very important, here's a couple things to try. You could try having a little tablespoon of kimchi before you eat. Umeboshi plums or an umeboshi plum paste are fantastic to help activate the salivary glands. You can also try a non-sorbitol chewing gum. That's also fabulous in order to start activating those salivary glands, getting that amylase production to begin the carbohydrate breakdown in your mouth. So, are you ready for my little challenge? All right. So, what I want you all to do today, tomorrow, is to do a little chewing challenge. Just take something fun. Have fun with this. Have some of your coworkers. Do it with your family. Grab a snack. It could be, I choose some of my Go Raw pumpkin seeds. It could be rice. It could be some greens. But the whole thing, what I want you to focus on is put the food in the mouth. Thinking about what it is that you're putting in your mouth. Chew it. Start thinking, what is the texture? what is the taste and how is it feeling in my mouth as I'm chewing? And I want you to see how long you can keep it in your mouth before you feel the need to, like, I have just got to swallow this. So, with my handy dandy little pumpkin seeds, I pop them in my mouth. Okay. Crunchy. I love the flavor. Kind of a nutty flavor. And you're just going to sit here then and count. You can feel it getting moist. Goes from dry to moist. As I continue to chew, it's becoming more liquidy. To get to the point, okay, I'm going to swallow now. It's filled with those wonderful saliva juices into the stomach. Then the stomach has an easier job of moving those foods into then the small intestine, which is when those nutrients, those wonderful, yummy nutrients get absorbed into our bodies. So if you can start thinking about, I'm eating as fuel. I'm eating for energy. Now, it's okay to eat for pleasure, but think about how is this food serving me in the long run as well. So do your chewing challenge. Then please post below and let me know what that challenge was like. Who did you do the challenge with? Maybe it's just yourself. Start talking about getting other people to join with you in on this chewing challenge. And I can't wait to hear what you all think about it. Okay, hugs to you all and have fun. Bye.